Jujitsu Kaisen is on break, so I think it is time to break down animation of second season's first part, Hidden Inventory Arc. Episode 1. It was directed by Shotaku Gasazono, therefore there was lots of fisheye shots because he loves using them. This opening sequence with Geto is super well animated. This 2D shadow animation is so complex, and hard to animate. Reverse morphing animation looks amazing. Almost half of episode is Yutaheim's and Meime's investigation of haunted house. There are many creative shots throughout episode. And animation is so fluid. 2D character animation and 3D background is so well combined together. I love this scene. I am not sure if it is rotoscoping or insanely good animation, but it looks amazing. I can't not to talk about this running sequence. This animation is amazing, especially background animation. Love this chibi animation, and also during basketball scene character animation was amazing. This Geto's and Gojo's walking animation is amazing, it is so funky. Last part of episode there is small fight scene, which has fluid animation. Also in this scene, 2D and 3D is so well put together. Episode 2 was directed by Yosuke Takata. Geto vs Old Man was amazingly done, animation was fluid, and there was some nice smears and storyboarding. Transition from Old Man's glasses to Geto's eye, and from Geto's eye to Old Man's flashback was amazing, also really like this aura effects. Love this chibi animation. It is so cute. Also Gojo's fight scene looked amazing. Here animation is so fluid. Storyboarding here is so creative, Gojo's glasses reflection is used to show flashback. In this scene camera movement is insane. Episode 3 was directed by Naoki Miyajima. At the beginning of the episode beach scenes were so beautiful and well animated. Scene when Amanai is at aquarium, all the fishes is hand-drawn, which would be really hard to animate. It was animated by Benjamin Fury. Best part of episode, of course, is Gojo vs Toji. This part of fight was animated by Kosuke, reminds me of Saitama vs Sonic fight. In this scene background animation is so good. Moment when Gojo uses blue technique is so beautiful. There is nice compositing. I do not know how much of it is 2D and how much of it is 3D, I think it is 2D at least mostly. My only problem with this episode is, there is too much close-up shots during fight, and it is hard to see what is going on. At the last part of episode there is some nice character animation during Geto's and Amane's conversation. Episode 4 was directed by Arifumi Imai. At the beginning of episode there is small recap of previous episode, which was reanimated. And was shown from Amane's perspective instead of Geto. This fight sequence was animated by Kovakawa. There is really good storyboarding during Geto's and Toji's conversation. There is some nice fight choreography. And also, I really like how colors changes in this scene. Gojo's and Toji's second fight was also really good. There is nice color palette and compositing, especially on Gojo's eyes. I, like most people, did not like usage of still frames at the middle of a fight, but it was not a big deal. Moment when Gojo uses hollow purple is so beautifully animated, which is done by Tom Liu. It is so much better than what was in previous season. This last scene is so nicely animated. Also want to talk about this after credit scene, I absolutely loved this shot. It shows different mindset of Gojo and Geto by using colors. Episode 5 was directed by Atsushi Nakagawa and storyboard was done by Shota Gashizono. Similar to first episode there is lot of fisheye effects, it is Shota Gashizono we are talking about after all. Throughout episode there is many great character animation, Gojo playing with pencil, Gojo's. And his teacher's conversation, Geto's and Gojo's conversation, and this scene. This first one I did not know who animated it, but it is insane. In shower scene, Geto is so well drawn you can see every single muscle on his back. Also his face is drawn in such a complicated perspective. It is really impressive. During episode there is nice storyboarding. This scene is really beautiful. It was animated by Hisashi Mori. There is nice color palette and thick outlines which looks amazing. In this scene crowd is fully hand-drawn which is really impressive. I do not even want to think how much time it would take to animate this staff. Every single character except Geto and Gojo is Kagenashi, shadowless, and it looks really good.